In a previous episode, which I've linked to down in the description box, I showed you step one of designing a website, and that's whether it's from scratch or you're revamping a website just like I am. And in essence, the first step was really to outline that, okay? And now I'm gonna show you step two. Now that you've completed the full outline of your entire website, we're gonna take that and we're gonna put it into the website as a first step, okay? By the way, as you're looking at my outline for my website, you may have noticed from the first episode to this one, this is a lot more filled out. It is literally 21 pages and it encompasses all the writing of every single page, the structure, and all of that. If you're curious to see what that fully looks like, you know, the completed product, all the details, you can go on my Patreon page, patreon.com/PhilSvitek to get that, okay? But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my my home page and I'm gonna put it into the website, okay? Now, this doesn't matter whether you're using Wix, Squarespace, or in the case of me, WordPress. What you want to do is translate the content of your outline to the website. Now, a key factor is that we're not going for visual flair, okay? We're just taking that information and familiarizing ourselves with the website. If we can get stuff to work and look clean like we want it to, great. Otherwise, we're just putting the stuff there and we'll deal with that stuff later. But what we will do is we will make notes for ourselves or perhaps the web developer for future, okay? So that part is very important. So just to kind of give you what we're aiming for, right? This is my website as it currently stands in terms of its revamp. So this is literally like just an overview of what a completed version of this step would look like, right? So as you can see, I've got various elements there and the text is there, but it looks gross and ugly, and I've made notes for myself, like as is the case with this for, you know, when I'm offering my free lessons, okay? You know, with this photo here, I say like crop this, blah, 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 link to the collab page, and there's a lot of blank space and that's just wasted and so forth. And it doesn't have a uniform color scheme and so forth, right? Again, all that stuff we're not interested in. We're interested in just starting, you know, getting to a starting position with the website. So as far as WordPress is concerned, this is what the back end is going to look like. And what I'm going to do is just create a new page. And I'm going to start with the home page, right? And again, this applies to Wix, this applies to Squarespace, doesn't matter. The methodology is the same, right? And so you're gonna put, so I've created a new page. I'm gonna give this a title. So in my case, I'll call it Phil Svitek's official website home page, right? A little long, but just for our purposes, that's what I'm gonna call it. And right now, essentially, most websites allow you to work in terms of blocks, okay? And so I'm gonna put in all these elements via these blocks. So I'm gonna click add block, and the first thing I wanna do is I wanna add an image, right? I wanna have a hero image. So if I didn't have this photo already uploaded here before, I would click upload, but in this case, I already have the photo, so I'm gonna click my media library, and we're gonna select this one, and in it goes. Okay, so boom, there we have it. But as is the case in my outline, I wanna have a hero image with my name in it and the subtext underneath: filmmaker, author, podcast, and 360, creative coach, and then a play button. Okay, well, if I'm doing it this way, it's like, ooh, how the heck do I add that? I don't see that. Well, you know, maybe there's a simple answer to it. Instead of clicking image, I can click browse all, and find different things to be able to put there. So let's check out layouts, and see what's there. Okay, so it brings up this, and it has collections, it has sections, it has layouts, and it has favorites. So let's go ahead and I'm going to click section, and already here I can see that it has a hero header. Well, that's similar to what I'm looking for, so let me go ahead and click that. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going for that just to see how all of it, again, you're familiarizing yourself with the website. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to keep what it had there. Now, obviously, I want to get rid of this image, so you kind of go through it and figure out, okay, how does it work? So already here, select the background image. So we're going to select the one that we want. So this one again, and we'll hit select. Boom. Now we've actually added that in, and we've already got the text here. So we're going to change it to what we want. Fill Svitek, right? And then underneath, filmmaker, author, podcaster, and 360 creative coach, right? And then here, bio. Here, watch bio. And, we would link that to the YouTube video or whatever it is, okay? And so in that sense, that crosses off this first part right here. We're done with this, right? And so then we want to add, I am a content creator with a passion for realizing people's visions. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a section. We're going to add a paragraph, and we're going to essentially paste that in. But here we have some options. So instead of a heading or a paragraph, we're going to select quote. Boom. And so now that's a quote. Okay, cool. So we've added that, right? And then we want to do featured work. Okay, so this is another instance where I select add block, and let's go to layouts. Let's see what they got that I can pull from. Well, we'll go into sections, and what looks similar to what I'm trying to create. Well, so some of these look similar enough, so we'll go ahead and this one looks great. So Slate blog posts, and then boom. Or blog posts generally can be more for dynamic content. So if you plan to have like featured work that, you're like writing articles more daily, this could be a good way. But for me, I'm learning, okay, maybe that's not what I want to do. Instead, I want to switch it up and put in something different. So let's look again. We'll go to browse all. We'll go into layouts one more time. And let's see what we got. So I think for our purposes, so kind of like a product launch, right? That's what we kind of want. So this probably has way more stuff than I need. So I'll have to end up deleting some stuff, but at least it gives us something to work with, right? So, for all this stuff, we can start to delete what we don't need. But what we're going to do is we're going to utilize this, to really have it. So we'll get rid of this text. And we'll put in here featured work like we want, right? And these images, we would just go in and we would replace what they're going to be. So you click on them, and so already you can start to see, like right now, I'm not as familiar with all this stuff. So, you know, the whole aspect of it is to figure out how you're going to start to understand this website. And again, not in terms of mastery, but just a basic understanding of it all. Okay, so here it is, right here, replace. So we're going to go into Open Media Library. We want this to be Master Mental Fortitude, my book. Boom, there it is, okay? Now it's getting cut off, so maybe I have to adjust the width or, whatever the case may be, right? So this is where you can kind of just generally play around with, how it's all functioning, how it's all working. Just, again, familiarizing yourself. But you would literally go through this until you have everything overall laid out in where those things should go. And as I may mention, you want to give yourself notes as you're doing this, so that way you can come back to them later. And when you go through the entire outline in this way, then you're done with this phase, right? We are not, if possible, we're giving it that visual style, but if not, it's all good. Like, for example, if I go on my filmography page, you'll see that I just have an image there with text, and then I'm supposed to have ultimately my movies there with their poster and a write-up about them, the trailer and stuff like that. But right now, I literally just have the text that's supposed to be in there, the links, no pictures at the moment, because that will be, it was just too much of a hassle to figure it out in that moment. So it was like, let me just put this there and then I'll get to it, right? And the reason I do it this way is it allows me to work really quickly and also see how it all is coming together. Even just by doing it this way, I can start to see a flow to the website and to see, okay, is some of the text too long? Did I overwrite in certain sections? Do I need to cut? So that's also the part of this phase. What I'm looking at is, do I need to edit some stuff just because of the flow, right? So it's getting us incrementally, slowly but surely, closer to the final product. And so next phase will be really addressing all the stuff that we did not worry about in this phase of it. So that episode will air soon. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, that we get all the various episodes of all of this, as well as all the other stuff that I put out. Thank you so much, as always, for taking time to tune in. I truly do appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section down below or at Phil Svitek on social media. Would love to chat with you as I go through my own journey. Again, I'm documenting it, but I understand it can be case specific and I can't address every single issue with everything, even though I'm trying to be as meticulous as I can be. So I hope this helps, and I will see you next time.